on doom scrolling and fighting on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, just put the phone down and fight in person. You have social life. You have social life.
Go to the debate club now.
On the internet, fight in person. It's a hobby. If you have this much strength to argue on Twitter, just fight in person. Start taking. You look. Twitter was sweet when people will start the argument on Twitter, yeah, and it will turn into a real life fight.
Take it outside. Hi guys, it's a Thursday.
Yeah, we need to stop shouting in the mic.
Does it bother you when you're editing?
No, but like. When I edit, I'm like, I would be pissed off if I was listening to this in the morning. And it's just, but it feels good now. But as a listener,
I think the people don't know what they come for.
I'm not sure if there's you don't scream at the beginning of every episode, so really they don't know what to expect.
That's my personality though. They're getting to know me.
That's fine. You don't need to scream. We know you're here. We see you.
I'm just loving you lot, man. I'm just loving you. Like, guys, that's the way I love. Sorry. Not everyone's like you. Some people like me, as we can see from the comments.
Okay, people like me too. So.
They do like you. I'm just saying. I'm not jarring to them.
All right.
In a way, I'm jarring to some.
Okay. If you say so, and then one day when we get a comment like, can you stop screaming at the beginning of the podcast? That will now stick with you for years.
I will actually cry.
You will cry?
I'll cry. Okay, I'm going to stop screaming now.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you. And also for me when I'm edited. Just a big wavelength at the beginning, then it drops down. Then when we need to hear you, that's when we like, why do you do that? Why do you just are we podcasting or are we podcasting?
With a dribble.
Are we podcasting or not? Because you be talking like you're chatting with your inside voices. And then when we need to hear you the most, why? Why? Because you use all your voice at the beginning. Then when we need to actually chat, what are you saying?
That's not me when I'm in pain, number one. When I've got like a migraine, I start to slur. And
so you've had this migraine for years. I said, go and do MRI scan. Please. So if we have to pre-record episodes in the next couple of years, let's start now. Because I don't, God forbid, but my words, you talk about these migraines, you've been talking about these migraines for years. Go and do an MRI scan.
I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
You have.
No, I haven't.
You have.
I have not been having migraines. Huh? My dad?
Yeah.
Was I having... Oh,
around
yeah.
that time, you are having migraines.
That is... But that's stress.
So what is this one?
So I've had 2 really bad migraines in my life. That's what, see guys, two. Some of you are
what was the one that was the one where you had to wear sunglasses, right?
Yeah, so one was after my dad.
Yeah.
Which was, it's blood pressure. It's stress.
So you have high BP.
Yeah.
That's such an African disease to have. That is such an African disease to have. Sorry, guys.
To be fair, right. Sorry, guys. Trigger warning. To be fair, right. So I get through trauma by just continue going and be productive, right? I don't really stop. So obviously, when my dad passed, I was just like, okay, I'm going to go to planning the funeral. And then I was shooting. What was I shooting? The Big Breakfast.
Oh, yes.
So I was filming The Big Breakfast and so I was on production. And like literally, I think I went back after like 2 weeks. Just back in the flow of it whilst organising the funeral. So my brain didn't stop. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. It's just because I'm exceptional. And then one day I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't look out the window. Just one half of my head is pulsating. Turns out it's high blood pressure that will cause that type of migraine. And then I had it again recently because I was back to back shooting, on a move, not sleeping.
Because they're going to put you on water tablet. And that's such a Nigerian mum medication to be on. That is such a Nigerian mum medication to be on, water tablet for high blood pressure at your age. And you know that water tablet makes your hair thin.
My hair cannot fit any more than it already is.
Middle just bald. At your age, you'd be on water tablet for high BP.
And the thing is, I know when you see me in wigs, you're gonna gag.
I'm gonna love it.
Guys, I've been sending Stephanie wigs for years. And every time I send her a wig, she's like, please.
Don't. I just feel like people with hair,
when we get
especially
wigs,
of a particular skin tone, you just look weird in wigs. Like it looks wiggy. It's like when white people buy like the lace fronts, like
it just looks wig.
It looks like a wig. Like I be seeing them on TikTok, like, yeah, I just got this wig from Hair VV. Is like, I know. I know. It don't look right. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I remember you got a wig, you like did the baby hairs, so I was like, this just looks weird. You look weird. You look, because I know there's hair under, there's literally the same hair under the wig. So why are we doing this? Why are you wearing a wig?
Finger curl wig was banging.
Wearing a wig for fun?
Yeah.
There's nothing
for
fun.
Style. There's the experiment.
There's nothing fun about wigs.
Can I say the finger curl wig 8? Stephanie, you're not going to fucking tell me you had me out in a finger curl wig on my birthday and you're going to tell me fucking 3 years later that I didn't fucking eat.
I hated it. But you were so adamant and so happy and excited about getting it.
You're my best friend!
I know, but you were so happy.
No, Monica, I hated it as well. But you would have told me.
You were so happy and excited about it. So I'm not gonna, maybe it will turn out nice. And I didn't see you until you got it done. I was like, this is like a swimming cap. I'm so sorry.
3 years later.
Because you were so,
are you kidding
you
me?
You were talking about it so much. And you were so happy. I was just like, I don't want to, why would that steal your joy? But, and then I saw it and I knew it was going to be bad. And I was like, maybe she'll see
Stephanie,
it and not like it and take it off.
I think you're just not used to it. I think it looked...
Guys, I'm not going to put a picture up. You look like... It looked sprayed on. Because it was bad shiny as well. I'm so sorry.
What a finger curl's supposed to look like?
It looked like a swimming cap. It looked like you put on a wig. It looked like you put on a wig. I can't lie.
You cannot be telling me this now.
Like, back in the day, like the American gangsters, they'll have a perm.
You called me Snoop Dogg.
No, you literally... And you know they wear the baggy suits with the brogues with the it's all white brogue, but it has like the black end. You look like that.
You called me like what was the character in the Boondocks? A pimp called Kate or
Yeah, you look like a pimp. I'm so sorry.
You're actually lying.
I'm not. You look like a cat.
Stephanie, you cannot be telling me this.
It looked like a cat. I'm so sorry. I just didn't want to steal your joy. You were so excited about it. I was like, you know what? Try it. And then you see that it looks ridiculous and never do it again. And you never did it again.
I know, but I wanted to go back.
I wouldn't advise that.
Are you rude?
I'm just... You said the truth.
So, okay, that wig, yeah, obviously when it's laid in the finger curls, but you can wash out the product and then have it as a pixie, so I could have matching hair to you.
Because if you wear a pixie wig here, I'm not even wearing a pixie wig. This is all my hair. Even when she asked, she had weave. I was like, girl, look at my... Do I look like I do weave? Don't put that in there. Pixies with... you can tell when a pixie wig's a pixie wig.
Girl, you stay talking about honey hand and how much you like honey hand.
Yeah, but I never went there because I know it's a wig. And it's going to look like a wig after the first day.
I feel like you just don't like wigs.
I hate wigs.
That's what it is. You don't like wigs.
But you don't look good in the wig. I can't lie.
The ginger?
No. I don't even know why you do that. Yeah. I hated all your birthday hairs. I hated the ginger wig.
Guys, she's telling me now. I've never had this conversation with her.
Because you're so excited about trying new things. I just let you be. That's your joy. But I hated that wig.
Wait.
I really did. I hated that damn wig.
You're so annoying.
I'm sorry. I hated it. Because I knew the hair that was underneath the wig is better, would have looked better.
Yeah, but I can't dye my hair ginger without it breaking.
Fine. You tried it. Now we know.
All right, so what hair looks great on me apart from the one on my head?
You're the one on your head.
Can you... Okay, something different. What if we want to try something different?
Well, I liked your shaved head look.
Oh,
the little Cassie moment. That was my favourite moment.
The locks. What's your problem?
I hated those.
You hated the locks.
I hated the locks.
The passion twists.
Hated those. I hated those.
The braids.
You just don't look good with fake hair. I don't know what to tell you. That's a good thing. Your natural hair is great.
This is why. Do you know what? It makes sense. Because Steph, every time I talk to Steph about hair, she's like, K-tips, K-tips, K-tips.
I'm just like, K-tips, please. If you're going to do it, just do the K-tips.
Tapins or K-tips? Tapins,
She's
K-tips.
like, no, I want the blonde wig. I'm just, please.
Now it makes sense. Because I was like, why is this girl keep on shoving K-tips at me?
And because the wig looks crazy. I'm sorry. It's not, it's because I like, why would you do that to yourself? Your hair is great. Put a little curl serum in it. Little finger curl
It's
thing.
thin, bro.
It's not thin. It's actually not thin. You wore it down the other day. And I was making the thumbnail. I was like, this thing looks like a damn hat. It's so thick. It's like that. I'm pretty sure you tried to straighten it. I was like, it's just...
No, that was when I stretched it and blow dried
Yeah,
it.
it's just... Your hair, you got hair. Stop wearing wigs. I'm not anti-wig. Obviously, if you like a wig, wear the wig. But I just don't think it looks great in certain people.
Be it me.
Like, just,
To be fair, Steph has had this opinion since we were in school. She's like, Chris, I just don't think wigs will look great on you. And I was like, no, they will. And when I finally got round to it.
when she got braids, she went bald.
Oh.
I was like, that's what you get. Because no one asked you to use expressions. I don't understand what you're doing.
Why would I not use expressions? That's what people use for braids.
Christiana, your hair. Your hair texture. Your hair is more silky than expressions. Why did you think it was going to look natural?
Why would it not look natural?
Because it's not your hair texture. What is kinky about your hair? You got a little curl in your face. What is kinky about your hair? It's giving those white babies that go to the Caribbean on holiday and come back with braids.
Oh
and,
my
and
God,
beads.
I'm so tired of you.
Braids and beads.
Because sometimes I think I could do like a kinky like.
Your hair is not kinky. And I could cut this out and save you. But let the people know. Because you genuinely think you're me. You, please. Self-awareness. Look in the mirror. Do you just say kinky what?
Because
What the fuck were you going to do with a kinky?
Because I could have like an afro-y texture when it's blow dried.
Christiana.
What?
You're digging the whole deep.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Let me land.
Afro-y texture as what? 4C or what?
Not exactly 4C. 3C. But fluffy.
Christiana, please.
But fluffy.
You go with your Afrocentric self. You do what you want, Dr. Umar. Do what you want.
Because you know what? One style I really want to try. You know, like crochet hair, but like fluffy. Like, you know, like passion
Who's
twist.
that woman that got caught pretending to be black? What's her name? Rachel Sine.
Rachel Dozer.
That's who you look like. On God. Every time you wear a wig or do something, that's exactly who the hell you look like.
Hold on.
You look like her. You look like her.
Can I say? My dad, by the way, my dad is black Caribbean, by the way. You're telling me those features do not come out?
No. They called you Indian girl in the comments the other day.
Yeah, but I just think people are ignorant.
Christiana, if you come on here with crochet, you're gonna look like that Rachel woman. I'm not even joking. I'm telling you the truth. If no one will tell me the truth, I will. You will look like Rachel. I don't have time to be explaining.
Okay, can I just say, yeah, if Tracy Ellis Ross can, why can I not?
Where has she worn crochet?
I feel like she's worn crochet adjacent. She's done a little. That's original. I remember, guys. Sorry, I messaged Steph. Yeah, so I wanted to do a hairstyle that Tracy did on Girlfriends, and I think it was the Bantu knots, a twist and go. It was a twist and go. Yeah, so I tried to twist and go on my.
You don't even have Tracy Ellis Ross's hair texture. You can't do a twist and go.
I realized after I.
So what is, again, I'm asking, what is kinky about your hair? You can't even twist it and it'll stay in the twist. You have to put bands at the end of your hair, don't you?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I had one big twist the other day and it stayed.
Let me see.
What now?
Yeah. I want to see the ends. Because it's not holding like black hair.
Stephanie, this is going to look
It's
ridiculous.
going to be like that at the end. I know. You're saying it stayed like that. I want to see, because I know it was like that. I know it was hella gappy and it wanted to unravel, but it was like, it was holding on to a dear like black power. When the Indian was like, no, where to go? Let me see.
You're going to have...
Because I'm sick of you're appropriating my culture. Twist your hair, let me see. And if it don't hold, you leave it, because this is a black space. Let me see.
I am black.
Let me see.
Say?
I could. All right, go on.
Obviously, this is a bit different.
No. A twist is a twist, Christiana. Show us.
Okay.
Let me see.
Guys, you have to prove a point, innit?
Yes.
You have to prove a point.
Twist it. No, don't break the end. That's cheating. Don't break the end. Don't break the end. That's cheating. Right, now let go. Let's see. Because I see a straight strand of hair there.
You need to seal it a bit.
No, don't seal it. No, we did. Don't curl it at the fact that you could curl the hair at the end.
Right, see, it stays.
Let me see that end.
Broski.
You curled the end. Uncurl it. Uncurl it right now. The fact that you could curl your hair with your finger, Christiana. What is kinky about your hair?
It's curly.
Kinky? You use the expressions and nobody said, sister, maybe we should go for a silkier option.
No.
Why wouldn't you have high BP? Why wouldn't you be on water tablet? Why wouldn't you be on water tablet?
When you see the traction alopecia that was happening.
But why? I saw it live and direct. I saw the spots around the braids. I was just looking at you. I said, what are you trying to prove?
The roots. Oh, God.
Just out here looking like Rachel. You know, Rachel, her hair is hella gappy at the front. I say, see all this cosplay you were doing. Look what it's cost you. Your hair, and you still got caught. You still got caught.
Oh, my God.
Sis was doing the tight braids with the crochet at the back. I said, excuse me.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I can about manage braids or like a traction, like a tight kind of hold on the head, on the root once a year tops. Once a year.
Saying that she's kinky.
Once a year tops. Otherwise, my scalp is
kinky.
gap.
You can only braid your hair once a year. You're the equivalent of the white one that goes to Jamaica and gets her hair braided once a year with the beads. Comes back with the green, the yellow, and the black beads.
Can I say some black women also have thin, fine hair?
Yeah.
Also. So, what's your point?
I have fine hair.
Okay.
I just have a lot of it, but my hair is quite fine.
Anyway, guys, after Hairgate, how was your week, Stephanie?
You know what? My week was okay until yesterday.
I was going to say, because it's mine too.
My week was okay,
guys,
until yesterday.
We're taking down the curtain again. It's the Wizard of Oz moment in the back.
We may have had some technical problems yesterday when we recorded this episode. Which meant that once we left the studio, we realized we weren't actually recording. So we shouted here for 2 hours for nothing.
What else say? We ate McDonald's. Our throat was dry. I was tired.
I came here and suffered. Blood and sweat. This girl called me, did you press the buttons before we start recording? Me? Am I technician or are you asking me? You even went over there.
No, I didn't.
You did, because remember, you even went to go check if we were centered, Christiana.
No, I stayed. This is what you see. You re-remember things crazy. I looked here to see if we're centered. What I didn't do is look down at the buttons.
But I looked there and the waves were moving.
The waves...
Look, we were talking, the waves were moving. So I thought what's happening? Nothing happened.
Nothing.
I'm wearing the same clothes I wore yesterday because I said yesterday didn't even happen. Yesterday never happened.
I was so tempted to, but obviously it's you know me and sweat.
I don't know why you were sweating yesterday. It really was not that hot.
Yeah, because halfway through, guys, Steph was like, I'm going to put on the aircon. You know Steph with the aircon, right? She can't do it. I was like, oh, do you need it? She's like, yeah, you do too. You're shiny as hell.
Like I'm sweating. Shine. I said, I'm going to put it on for both of us. We need to reset our makeup. Because what the heck? The AC's on today, hence why my nose is running. But now that I know how hot it gets in here when you don't put it on, leave it on. But yes, my L of the week is that we had to re-record this episode again. Woke up at the crack of dawn to recall my pixie. I'm tired. I'm sad and I'm annoyed.
Though, to be fair, yeah. Well, blessing in disguise, because yesterday we were shouting at you. We were giving
Gary V. There was nothing funny about that episode. I think we cackled once.
When I was on my way home, I was like,
maybe God was like, cut the cameras. This is too serious. It's off-brand.
It's really off-brand.
It really was off-brand. Oh, damn it. Sorry, guys, there's a fly in the studio. I'm trying to kill it. Hence why I've got this pillow here. I'm trying to lure it in, make it seem like I'm not bothered by it, and then kill it. So if you see me twitching, it's because I'm trying to kill the fly. But yes, my L of the week is that we had to re-record this episode. My W of the week is that I'm getting really good at styling this pixie. I thought it would be harder than it actually is. But actually, I'm getting really good at like curling the pixie in under an hour. I can now do it in half an hour, which is a win for me. And I've got the dryer, the hood dryer thing from Amazon that you can attach your blow dryer to. So now I can actually set the hair. And I got the Nairobi mousse. Do not use the whatever styling mousse. Nairobi always, because that was an absolute game changer for me. Now I can actually mold my hair properly. But yeah, I'm just really proud of myself because I'm not really a hair girly. Like I think I've said this on the episode before. I don't really know how to, curl and style, I try and keep it simple, but actually this is forcing me to really learn how to do my hair. And I think I'm doing a good job. Don't go in the comments and say, no, you're not. You look like a leprechaun, because I tried. But yeah, I shaped up my hair myself with some clippers. I bleached it, dyed it. I went a bit ashier, like darker, but ashier, because the other one was giving orange. It was giving orange. It was starting to give Agbero. And I didn't like that. So I dyed it myself, etc. And I think it looks kind of good.
Looks
so
nice.
I'm proud of myself. She's growing. But yeah, how was your week?
So obviously my L is the same thing. So having to call Steph and be like, babe, did you touch? She looked at it, she was like, no, you did. I was like, no, not at the end of the episode, at the beginning. Like, no, I don't touch things, that's you. I was like, that minute where it dawned on me, I said, yeah. I couldn't even look at her stories yesterday. I was so embarrassed.
I had plans today. I have plans. Which means I'm going to be out of my house all day. That's so off-brand for me.
But this is why we're here, crack of dawn. We're even here earlier than we normally do. We're normally here when we do this day. So yeah, that was the end of the week. Sat there in my embarrassment. My win of the week actually is I'm going through a very transitional period, and I'm becoming a bit more brave. And I like that. I was saying to Steph yesterday that sometimes we pray for like strength, wisdom, courage, da-da-da. And then when we face the situation that gives us strength, wisdom, courage, we're like, oh my God, I hate this. This is actually what you're praying for. Sometimes the delivery of certain lessons or certain skill sets or certain things that you've asked for isn't necessarily in the easiest way, but that is, you have to go through it to get the result that you want. So yeah, I'm getting a bit more brave. I'm going through a transitional period. It's very fun. It's terrifying. It's scary. It's sad to a degree, but also good.
I was going to cheer you on that you said sad to a degree. I was like,
no, but good.
It's that kind of party. My bad.
No, but it's fun as well.
Yeah. I feel like
I'm coming into myself a little piece.
Yeah. I think you are.
Yeah.
And it's enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, I can't wait to have everyone over.
Yeah.
I'm going to do so many like little...
Not in my room though.
Your room?
Yes.
Your room could easily be a podcast room,
we've spoken about this. I just think after yesterday, we should perhaps have an adult in the room.
You're actually true.
Let's have an adult in the room. We're here doing engineer and we shouted for 2 hours. I was so sad. Literally, I had to pull over and call Manny. I was like, do you know we shouted for 2 hours? He was like, babe, you can't drive in this state. Just take it easy. I was like, And then you remind me, it's like some of the best podcasts have gone through this as well. So it just means we're on the right path. I said, does it? Does it?
It does. To be fair, it does. And the only reason I say that is because how serious yesterday was. I was just like sitting in the train like, did she know we didn't laugh?
And I was like, this is off brand. It's going to struggle with clips for this one. It's going to be hard.
It'll be 45 minutes because we cut that. No, don't need that. Boring.
Boring. And legit, when I'm editing, if there's any part where I lose interest, I cut it out.
Yeah, of course.
Because if I'm bored, you guys are bored.
But what I did want to talk about, yeah. Cool. So obviously I saw a babe, talk about how the only way to enjoy London is to travel outside of London, as in travel abroad. And I was like, we cannot be this miserable. You lot, we're traveling like once a year.
You're about to say,
Twice
with
a
what
year.
funds?
Twice a year. So you are telling me you have like 10 months of misery and pain and just being sad to feel 2 weeks of joy.
No, I just feel like everyone's over-exaggerated. I mean, yes, the tax is high. Our government is a mess. But what is new? I actually don't think London is that bad. I don't think the UK is that bad. I think the UK is what you make it.
But it's because nobody chats to each other. There's no community. We don't date. We're just sad at home.
That's all of you are doom scrolling and fighting on Twitter. If you
on Twitter,
just put the phone down and fight in person. You have social life. You have social life.
Go to the debate club now.
On the internet, fight in person. It's a hobby. If you have this much strength to argue on Twitter, just fight in person. Start taking. Twitter was sweet when people will start the argument on Twitter, and it will turn into a real life fight.
Take it outside.
What was it? What was it? That bunny girl and
I vaguely remember this.
What's her name?
I can remember Twitter names.
Remember Bunny and the other girl?
Oh, what?
ODB
Barbie.
Hey! Yeah, that fight was sweet. That is the sweetest Twitter fight in history. We saw everything unfold. People's front doors were posted on Twitter. Numbers were lit. That's what Twitter was sweet. Now people get offended if you say that you like McDonald's milkshake. They're like, what about KFC? What about Five Guys? That's what we're fighting about. Back in the day, mothers were insulted.
It's true.
Front doors were posted. Numbers were leaked.
And Hackney was the
and
place.
And
Hackney was the place. People were pull up
in real life, and we got to see everything unfold. Now everybody wants to fight over. Is this politically correct? That I don't like that take. Da. Find real reasons to fight in person. I promise you, you will enjoy the UK. You will enjoy it.
I'm sick of it.
But in all seriousness, I feel like the UK is what you make it. People are saying that, it's shit here. You can only enjoy it when you go on holiday. I'm lonely, etc. You're all in bed fighting on social media. Go outside.
No one has hobbies. Let's call it spade. We don't have hobbies. That's the problem.
Pursuing things that bring you joy. If it's fighting, fine. There's boxing. There's Hackney. There's Brixton. There is somewhere.
Even Peckham can do.
There's always a nitty that's ready to fight for something. Find joy. Get a hobby. I was listening to another podcast and there was a dilemma from a girl and she was basically saying how she's lonely. She doesn't have friends outside of her relationship. She just broke up with her boyfriend. All she does is go to work and come home. And that she's really trying to figure out how she can make new connections. And then I saw a couple of TikToks as well about people. I've been seeing over the last couple of months a couple of TikToks with people saying they're struggling to make friends in their 30s or they're lonely or like they don't have like a friendship group, etc. And I was like, I'm literally watching this and I'm like, it's really as simple as you actually just dragging yourself out of the house. I know it's hard to make friends, especially when you're a bit older, especially in your 30s, when people are kind of settled down with their friendship groups, etc. But finding the things that bring you joy and making sure you're engaging with them on a regular basis requires intention. You are not going to make new connections or, pick up new hobbies by laying in your room, doom scrolling on socials. You actually have to be intentional about creating enjoyment in your life. The only way you can enjoy life is by being intentional about your enjoyment. What brings you joy?
Like what spices up your week? Because your week cannot just be go to work, come home, go to work. Especially and this is a lot of people, so I don't take it for granted. There's a lot of people that don't actually love their job. So you're working, grinding, and come home and not do anything. Why wouldn't you be miserable?
Who loves working? Full stop. If we all could all get paid our salary for doing nothing, we would. We would. But I think it also comes down to not making work the only reason why you leave your house. Go outside. There's parks. There's clubs. Any type of club you can think of nowadays, there's a club. If you like Run Club.
I'm just saying the 30-year-olds are outside. Run Club is a great one.
Run Club, which is apparently the new in real life Hinge.
No, but they're not dating though. They date outside of the running.
They're fucking.
Yeah. So they'll meet.
Someone spilled the tea on TikTok. They're fucking.
So they'll run and they won't chat to each other, obviously, during the run because they're motivated. But it's in the socials. That's where it pops off.
Okay, because I'm thinking, you think you can talk to me whilst I'm dying, gasping for air, sweating? You come to say, open your nyash. I can't. Please.
Steph, I took the stairs in Elephant Castle Station the other day and I was like,
this is why I don't like working out with people, because when I'm dying, I don't hear noise.
It's true.
I'm in hell.
It's true.
I don't hear
my esophagus
voices.
is doing clench.
Don't ask me nothing that require me to answer back. I'm not doing it. You're there running for your life. Someone say, so what's your name? I can't speak.
I want to punch you.
I can't speak. Focus on the mission at hand.
Mouth all dry.
We have a 5K to complete. I have never run in my life. Let me focus on not dying here. About what's your name? About what's your name?
Oh, is this your first time?
Yes!
Can't
Is it the office? Can't you see? I came there in my riffs. I don't even have a running trainer. You're asking me if it's my first time. You're asking, I brought bag. You're asking me if it's my first time.
I'm at the back.
I'm walking. I'm doing a brisk walk and you're asking me if it's my first time. I don't even have an Apple Watch on.
No running vest.
No running vest. Just here in my tracksuit bottoms, brisk walking at the back in my riffs. You're asking me, is it my first time? What do you think, sir? When I got here, I asked you lot, are we having food and drinks before or do we just go straight into the run? And you're asking me if it's my first time. I thought we would have a young protein bar or something before. But apparently you might just drink water. You're asking me if it's my first time.
Also, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. At some point in the run, breath. Can we have a conversation about the breath?
You know, it's because your body is like fighting to survive. It's sucking all the nutrients. And that tongue with the hot breath as you're breathing, oh Lord.
Because I'm thinking about gum and you might have gum on you, but you might swallow it by accident. You might not have the energy to chew while you're doing your 5K, especially for the first time. So I'm just like, it's just water. It's just water. You got to hope that the breath stays fresh.
Vibes. Water and vibes. You people will turn anything into a dating thing. Anyway, as I said, there's clubs, there's book club. If you like reading at home, join the book club. Communicate with people. I don't think people actually realize how much loneliness actually impacts your mental health.
Yeah,
as in, even with older people, they always encourage them to stay active and stay around people because it can delay the onset of dementia.
Yeah, because you go crazy.
You go crazy.
Just you, yourself, and you. Yeah, it's like you need to, and also you need to be mentally stimulated, and like socializing really does that too. Yeah, it was really good at just getting your brain moving, thinking of different things, interacting with people, being stimulated by different people, things, you know what I mean, conversations, yada, yada, yada. So it's like, we're sitting here and we're complaining, I'm lonely. There's no one to date. I'm not,
Go outside.
we're not even going on Hinge anymore. We're even deleting the app.
Even if you don't, recess slander, was it day 2? It's like, there's things out there. You can't sit at home and be saying you're bored. I'm not meeting new people. Or I'm not meeting guys. Put on your mini skirt, the shortest one you can find in your wardrobe. Wear the belt if you have to.
The Iris Star skirt.
The Iris Star skirt. It's just a line.
It's just a belt.
The pumps is a bit out at the bottom. It's just a line.
Clit just hanging.
Clit just hanging out. A line. Go outside. You are robbing yourself of experiences. And you sit at home, your breath is smelling your pajamas that you've been in for the past 3 days.
You have not washed them.
You ain't washed nothing. Like, I'm lonely. Go outside. You're lonely by choice at this point. But what are you fearing outside? Oh, you want to be one of those people? Oh yeah, I don't really go out much. I'm just a homebody. I don't really do much. I just keep to myself.
Like, girl, you're boring.
The only man you are attracted is a serial killer.
Go there
because he knows
you
that if he gets rid of you, you can't shout or there's one that you can run to. Nothing.
No friends. No community.
They will just be getting away with their bad behavior because there's no community around you. There's no one to say, "Girl, wake up." You just be taking what you're given. Oh, babe, let's not go out to a restaurant, man. Yeah, my boy said that one's like overrated. Anyway, let's just order the Chinese. Let's just order the Chinese at home. You people will be fighting over fried rice and sweet and sour chicken because you only ordered enough for 2. You can't have an extra side. You can't even explore different meals.
Yeah, because you might want a bit of this, a bit of that. No, can't do that.
Not even special fried rice.
Just
egg fried rice. You
just
said,
one
you
meal.
Said no meat, no protein. Just the egg fried rice and the sweet and sour chicken. It's like, yeah, because we can use the sauce from the sweet and sour chicken in it and mix it in with the rice for extra flavor. This sounds really personal. Oh God. But this is why I don't eat egg fried rice no more. I've leveled up. I can have the meat. So I can have a bit of veg.
Beef or pork in there.
I can have a bit of veg now. Okay? Ain't no one telling me we can use the sweet and sour sauce for extra flavor.
I'll flip the table. Because what's the point? If I don't have choice, what's the point?
What's the point?
I might as well, I'll just warm up Uncle Ben's.
Can't have a little piece of black bean sauce, beef and black bean sauce on the side because it'll put you to financial ruin. And maybe you just hated me.
Also, can I just say, some people, like creativity. Because on that note, you can cook.
Just cook. I actually like it when guys cook for me. I don't trust it. And
why? You don't trust it?
I don't trust it. Because I'm very particular about how I cook.
I hear it.
And I feel like a lot of men, like even chopping, I've literally, even with like my husband, the way he cuts onions infuriates me.
Why?
It's like, it's not like straight. He'll just like have it in his hand and
oh yeah.
And like he won't use a chopping board. He'll use a plate. I'm like, the chopping board is right there. And then from there, I'm just like, I just don't really trust it. What seasonings are you putting in there?
Oh my God.
Ever since I caught my brother cooking noodles with palm oil, I've just been
Wait, what?
with palm damn oil. Palm oil. He had the phase where he would have Indomie with palm oil. Why? Why? And they just, it just
I've never heard of that.
Neither have I. But men be cooking things.
Do you know what though? So this is one thing that I always speak about. I've had great luck in my previous endeavors because the men can always cook.
Yeah, but most of them are Caribbean.
That's what I was going to say.
Caribbean men.
West Indian men.
You know, like my little old man, my grandpa that I dated briefly. Dumb as hell.
But chef.
Oh no, but a chef. A chef.
One thing about West Indian men, they will cook up.
When
I say I have been doing princess.
When I said I was considering staying in the madness for those curry prawns, I said, but the food.
You know when they're
slaps.
You know when they're like, fuck,
just behave.
Yeah.
So I can eat.
Bro.
I ain't bought Caribbean food in 3 months.
God, there's no need.
Living my life.
Because I remember being at this point where I was like, there's actually no point. And I think I said this to you at one point, like, there was no point us going out for dinner as much because we'd be underwhelmed because he's such a good cook at home.
See?
It's like, anytime we'd go, we'd be like, What's the point, man? Our
He's
food
like,
fucking bang.
You just put on the chef hat and go say,
So I've been really lucky in that degree. Like, yeah.
Nah, it's me, boy. I don't even trust people to cook for me. I like the gesture, but no, actually, no. My husband can cook up a good indomie. That's a very Nigerian man thing. I feel like most Nigerian men can't cook, but they can make a mean noodle. Indomie? Chef hat. Anything else? Sit this one out. Sit this one out. But I do like it when he cooks for me. I like it when, I think it's a nice gesture.
It is.
Because it takes a lot of effort. But it depends on who though, because there's some people, I was touching it with the tip of my tongue. Well, I feel it's their cat first.
But you have to kind of, because I feel like sometimes you got to look at someone and you can get a gist of if you think they have the capability.
Want them to cook for you.
Yeah, if they've got the capability.
If the kitchen is even appropriate to cook a meal that won't kill you.
I remember I once dated somebody and they were like, oh, I make a banging noodles. Now, the thing is, Stephanie, you can't tell an Asian babe.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Because you be careful. Nigerian babe, we know what noodle to expect. Because I will have pepper, onion, the shaban. That's our noodle. That's our chow mein. That's our chow mein. But we wouldn't say that to an Asian because if we serve it, you'd be like, what is this? You'd be like, what the fuck is it? We put egg in ours, make like that's proper designer indomie. But I would never go to an Asian person and say I can make a mean noodle because your noodle and my noodle, what we're talking about is two different things.
So you can imagine, like obviously I know packet noodle,
and
I know noodles, right? Obviously because I cook noodles, right? So he's like, I can make great noodles. I said, yes, madam. Okay, so chef like that, right, cool.
It's not the noodle you're looking at, it's the one that we eat with bread.
And he tried, and the noodle was nice, but it was packet noodle.
That's our noodle now. You expected udon noodles. Sis, please. You expected udon noodles.
I expected like udon, like mee goreng fried, stir-fried noodle.
Mee goreng here. This is Maggie. We don't do mee goreng. This is Maggie. Sorry.
I remember looking at it, and then I thought at one point, and it took a while. You know my face? Yeah. It takes a while for me to register. So obviously he's like, yeah, I make this banging noodle. And I looked at it, I said, thank you.
And I would have ate that shit up. Because that's my type of noodle. That's my mee goreng.
When it registered, because this is a separate meal. This is not what? This is not noodle in my head. What you meant is packet noodle. This is essentially pot noodle to me.
This is designer noodle.
I'm expecting soy sauce, fish sauce, fried up with a veg.
Don't be goreng here. Maggie is what we're giving. Thank you. There's two types of noodles. Okay. There's the one that's embraced by the Asian side and there's the African noodle. And it's concept Indomie makes two separate brands. It makes the Asian version and the Nigerian version.
My head hurts.
Okay? Oh and we know which one to go for. We don't go near the Asian version. We go to Abbey Global and get our version.
The thing is, and as we're talking about it, because the person that was, he wasn't like Caribbean. It's like British Caribbean. Yeah. So it makes sense now. Because Caribbean, we can do a lot of fried noodle.
Even doing the designer noodle that we're doing, that's a straight packet seasoning.
And a little sauce.
No.
He added a little sauce. It was cute, but
no. We do designer. We add our egg, our pepper, our noodle, then the packet seasoning. But our one comes with pepper.
Oh, nice. I might add a little like chili oil to mine. Obviously, I'll put the egg in there, some spring onions, jazz it up.
We're not making the egg like you're making it though.
How?
Our one is like, like egg and bread egg.
Like boiled egg?
Boiled egg?
Yeah. Like ramen?
Fried egg.
Oh.
With onions and pepper.
Okay.
Then we
do that in Malaysia as well, yeah. You can do that.
Yeah, fried egg.
Actually, we do it on rice. Never mind.
No, we do noodle.
That's nice.
It's a thing. Booming business in Nigeria. You could buy it on the roadside after a night out.
Oh, that would be bang.
Oh my God. Incredible. But not the Asian noodle. Don't come to our country and think you're going to get no udon. We don't know what that is.
On the note of hobbies, what is the weirdest hobbies you would do? Can you stop looking for this fly? What are the weirdest hobbies you would do if you had the opportunity?
I'll be a carpenter.
Okay, Jesus.
That okay. Sorry. So
That's the carpenter I know.
What was wrong with him being the carpenter?
Nothing.
So why'd you call me Jesus? Like,
Because
you're trying to
Jesus
mock
was a
him.
carpenter.
Okay.
That's the only
Okay.
carpenter I know.
Okay.
Do you know any carpenters? The only
I
carpenter
do actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's
But
it.
in Nigeria.
Okay.
Great carpenters. But yeah, I think I would love to be a carpenter in like another life. Because I'm very much like, I'm very creative in my hands. I like to make things. And I was very good at resistant materials in secondary school. When everyone was making photo frames, I made the whole storage chair. So I actually have potential. I can make a few things.
Yeah, I feel like if you got your hands on a 3D printer, you'd fuck it up.
I'll fuck it up. But yeah, I would be a carpenter. And I'd wear maybe I would wear sandals like Jesus. But you can't though.
No, because you might damage your foot.
How was my man manager? He must have had like hella splinters in his foot.
How? Yeah, because like the body still remains the same back in the day.
He must have had hella splinters in his foot.
Also, what apparatus would they have had back in them days?
A knife, some like rough sand. But also he's Jesus. I actually really rate him because he really could have just I made the chair with his little wand or something. But he really put in the labor.
How do we know God just did it? Sometimes he didn't do a sheet.
Nah, because I feel like God really put it through it.
Yeah, he
God
wouldn't really use the power.
Like he was a if it was in this day and age, they may say, I don't know. I'm just gonna say that they would have called God a gentle parent.
Yeah.
In this day and age.
Yeah, he wasn't gentle parenting.
They weren't gentle parenting now. Ooh.
There was a lot of discipline there.
I wonder what their first conversation was like after he died and went to heaven.
My God, why have you forsaken me?
As I said.
Well, he said that when he died, didn't it? On the cross. My God.
Oh,
my
so
God.
he did question him. Oh, that was a tough convert there. No wonder he resurrected. It was like, you know what, go back down. Because clearly, you're not grateful for what I did for you and your people. Someone said you back down. How about that? Because it's clear that heaven cannot contain me and you. Baby, you're trying not to laugh so you don't offend God.
You know,
but I have you know that this banter, this humor was God-given. Sorry.
Because the thing is, yeah, I'm building the story in my head, but God said, don't you dare.
God put the story in my heart. Listen, I love God. Okay? I Jesus baby over here.
I just feel like
But I'm gonna run a joke.
If it was my parent and that all happened, I'd be like, Dad,
we're beefing.
Dad, what was that?
What the hell was that? What were you trying to teach me?
And also, like, I get you're trying to prove a point, but why do you could take the pain? You could take the pain so I don't feel it, and we could do this whole showcase.
Give me some morphine or something.
We could have done this whole showcase.
Give me some morphine, some cocodamol or something. You said bareback raw. And you said I would only feel a little pinch. They nailed me. I was naked.
Like, we could have just worked a little thing. If we knew we had to perform for the people, then just let us perform.
Let it be the show of the year. You said it will be brief and I'd feel a little pinch. Whippings I can take. But after that, they nailed me? Where was that in the script that we went over? I just want to know. I would have worn my good knicker if I had known they were going to put me on that goddamn cross.
And then the thing is, obviously, I watched The Passion of the Christ a couple months ago. The kind of whippings they gave me now.
You know, I cried when I watched Passion of Christ.
Yeah,
I cried. I said, Jesus,
the things you have done.
I was not worth it. Because if it were me, screw you lot.
But like, where do you put me when I go up there? Because obviously my back is raw.
Finish.
So what kind of what do we have what kind of service do we have to alleviate the pain? Like,
is the hospital bed ready? Is the morphine lined up?
Is there a balm that you're putting on the back to kind of
What are we doing here?
adjust?
What does the aftercare look like before you send me back down? Because I'm going to have to explain to these people why we did this whole fiasco and why I'm back.
And also, I am obviously a very vocal babe. So I will be screaming in pain. And if I'm screaming in pain, you will want me to go back. You said that's why you sent me down. Like you're making too much noise.
Actually
Look
making...
what happened.
They nailed me. Naked. Nailed me. I had to hold my own body weight up there. God. Does this look like weight I can carry by nails? For 3 days, you didn't even think to kill me within the first half an hour.
No, he did kill him. Well, he didn't kill. He died.
He died after. He was there up there for a couple of days, no?
No. It was the evening he died. It's 3 days and then he resurrected.
You can tell I don't read my Bible. I recited it for my RE lesson. That's it. I stay on Psalms for wisdom.
For wisdom.
The rest of the books, Proverbs as well.
Yeah, that's really good. The rest of the books can be a bit long-winded and the language is too...
Yeah, it's like listen, break it down for me. Break it down. Actually, I'm
Can
not
I say,
asking ChatGPT to do that.
Hillsong had like the magazine.
Hillsong's too much of a franchise for me. It's too much of a franchise for me. I'm side-eyeing. No offense to people that go to
No,
Hillsong.
apparently there's a documentary about...
I'm just saying, business is booming a bit too much. There's too many branches. It's okay. You give us album, you give us book, website, church, or concert. Calm down.
The conference.
It's giving Rihanna.
Don't forget conference.
Conference is giving Fenty. Calm down. Let's calm down. Let's be calming down.
Right, carpenter. What else?
What else would I do as my win? Ooh, I would love to be like a diver that collects coral.
That's very beautiful.
I would love to do that. I'm very fascinated by coral because you're just there. You're not a rock,
But you're alive.
but you're not really an animal. You're just there. They be seeing shit.
Yeah,
If you
they
could
do.
interview coral, the gist they will have.
Yeah, they be seeing fit.
Because I'm pretty sure some of the fish don't realize it's not a rock. So they just be chatting their business and the corals, they're like, raw. Is that them? Yeah.
It's true.
I've just created a whole story about the sea there. But I would love to collect coral. I've always been fascinated by coral. Because it's not a rock.
But it could be.
It's not an animal. it's just there.
It's just coral.
It's just coral. I'd love to take a proper look at it and collect them. What about you? Oh my God, I don't want it. Never mind.
No,
Guys, let's move on
wait,
to-
no! So I was thinking about this, today. I am intrigued by the nudist community.
I knew it. Quagmire. That's why I said move on to Reddit Realness right now, Quagmire. I can't. I cannot. I said carpenter and coral collector. You said nudist. We said hobby. We said hobby, not crimes.
They go to beaches, just be naked. Now here's the thing. Obviously, I am as you lot here. I speak about my long tits, and most of my friends have seen my tits as well. To be fair, Steph was strapping me up the other day, as you heard. I feel no way. I was raised in a home where I feel no way. I don't feel any awkwardness about nakedness. So I just when you lot are doing your nudist stuff, I feel like I could slot right in.
You just be naked at home. Why must you do it in public with others?
It's a community.
Why must you do it in public with others?
But also, what's the interaction like? Because sometimes your eyes can't help but because we don't see raw titty and big areola every day, and my areolas are wide. They're massive, as you know. Why is your face like that?
I'm really just trying to get out of this section of the show as quickly as possible. So I'm letting you speak.
Why?
So I don't extend the conversation. I'm letting you say your point.
So nudist, I'm just intrigued by it. What other weird hobby would I do?
Wait, hold on. You don't even be a nudist for your own joy. It's just go and see other people naked.
No, I want to know what the social interaction is like.
No, you don't.
No, I do. Honestly, I'm curious. Because, like, I'm not a voyeurist like that. Like, I'm not standing outside my window like, hey, guys, come see me naked. Like, it's not that.
Peckham. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Anyway, yeah, I'm just intrigued for what that, like, so you'll be sitting there just I don't know, having tea, just.
Your boobs resting in summer.
Hey, Jennifer, so everything's swinging. It's like, what does that feel like?
Because you're just going to sit there in the corner and watch everyone naked. And the trade-off is that you're naked too. That's your contribution to the whole thing. You just want to watch everyone naked.
I'm intrigued. What else would I do? I'd definitely be a fashion designer just because I used to design things as a kid and I really want to try new things. I also want to like make sensory experiences. But that's not weird. What's a weird one?
Collecting bogies.
That's gross. Erotica isn't weird, is it? Writing erotica, because we know I want to do that, but as Brent encouraged. What else is weird? Like a weird hobby that people have.
Like people collect stamps and stuff and like badges, like figurines.
People do collect figurines.
I used to collect Pokemon cards.
Yeah, so did I. I was a child. Yeah, that was a trend.
So they made us billionaires by now.
I want to see what those Dungeons and Dragons communities are like.
No, that would be hell for me.
Why?
I hate like mythical.
You hate mythical stuff?
Anything with a dragon in it, why?
Really?
Unless it's Godzilla.
Really?
I can't stand a mythical movie.
I love a fantasy.
Childish. Hate it. I'm saying childish like my favourite movie isn't Transformers, but childish. I'm very particular when it comes to movies. Oh, I know what I'll be. I'll be like a special VFX makeup artist.
Oh, that's very cool.
Oh, I would love to do that. Some paper mache.
There's like the girl that always has the air on her cheek.
I thought that was real, you know.
So did I.
I thought they were prepping it for an ear transfer, but they had to put it there for it to have like to build capillaries and nerves and stuff and like a blood supply. Then she took it off one day. I was like, I really made up a story for you.
Without
and I was
any
really
backstory.
rooting for you. And I was like, people are being mean in the comments. Only for you to rip the air off like it's tissue. I was like,
prosthetic.
I got duped.
Yeah, that is really cool. That is really cool. The way
actually, it's not weird, but I would love to be a baker.
Yeah, because you don't bake.
I don't bake, but I like the idea of baking. I can decorate. No, I can't decorate a cake.
I'm sure you've decorated. I've seen you decorate a cake.
I can decorate cakes to an extent, but I do actually want to learn how to decorate cakes. I like anything that involves creating or being arts and crafty. I'm there. I'm very much an artsy babe. Like even painting.
Yeah, because you're really good at that.
Yeah, I love art. I just love creating anything. Maybe that's why I love podcasting so much.
Because you're creating.
You're creating, but I really love creating. Anything to do with like creating stuff, I think I'll be good at. But that's not weird though. So like, what is weird? Collecting insects. Running a farm.
Running a farm is fun. What is a weird, before we go into Reddit Realness, because time is going.
Kayaking? No, that's not weird.
Weird hobbies.
It's extra, but it's not weird.
What, kayaking?
Yeah.
Let's see what the people on the internet do. Oh, there's soap carving. There's extreme ironing.
Ooh.
Ghost hunting.
You know I will not. Me go and actively look for what will rob me of sleep for years. Why would I do that? Why would I go ghost hunting?
It's because what if they latch onto your spirit?
That's what it will enter me. It will choose me. It will look for the weakest one spiritually and find me and enter me.
You know what? I remember being a kid and my mom would always remind me that spirits latch onto those that are spiritually weak. So you must pray.
That's why every morning is blah, blah, blah. Then I get out of bed. I do my little tongues
Let me
to
tell you
remind
something.
everybody.
As a kid, I'm praying morning and night. My rosary is under my pillow. My Bible's on my... I did not play because you know what? One thing I am not is spiritually weak.
The Bible stayed next to my bed because I said, even if the demon pops up, it will see the Bible say, not this one.
Ha! Because I'm covered in the blood of Christ. You cannot.
Not me, boy. I'll be doing my weekly soakings of the blood of Jesus.
I remember
Do my quick prayer.
There was a moment where I used to clean my floor with Florida water. I was making sure everything spiritually.
Who are you fighting? What's signing after you? These are extra lengths.
I've had some weird sexual dreams.
Me, it's just done.
Spiritual attack. Sometimes the spiritual attack me.
But you know what? It's because I come from a family of prayer warriors.
Oh, that's why.
So I can do my little prayer because someone has already soaked and dipped me, saturated me, drowned me in the blood of Jesus before it's even hit 7 a.m.
But this is why we need to pray because what about our grandchildren?
No, my children, I will soak and dip them, saturate, drown them in the blood of Jesus every morning. I'd rather do it for them than do it for myself.
It's true. Now we have to put in the work like our grandparents and our parents did.
I might have kids and just turn into a prayer warrior. I'll just quit the podcast, start wearing, floor-length skirts, wrap up my head, baggy clothing, just walking around my Bible. Santa bo. Just speaking I won't even speak in English anymore, just tongues.
All of a sudden, the tongues have found you.
The tongues have found me. I no longer listen to secular music, as someone accused me of doing anyway in the comments.
What?
So because I didn't like Dangerously in Love, they're like, you clearly grew up in the household and listened to secular music.
Like, girl, shut the fuck up.
What are you talking about?
You don't know us, baby.
It's like, when I commented back, it's like, oh no, it was just an assumption.
That's
like,
a dumb
maybe you should
assumption.
shut your mouth. Shut your stupid mouth. Shut your stupid mouth, Jordan. You're making assumptions on a Saturday morning. You don't have kids to feed. You're coming here and making yourself look stupid.
Rather than go to the market and getting your veg and fish.
What? You clearly, even if I grew up in a household that didn't listen to secular music, is Beyonce paying you to go this far for Dangerously in Love? Look at your head. You idiot. We're going to find money. Gotta feed your kids. You're here coming to tell me that I didn't listen to secular music. And they say it's just an assumption. Idiot. Anyway.
On that note, guys, let's go to Reddit Realness. Reddit Realness. He thinks he took my virginity all these years. I didn't have the heart to tell him. So I, a 33-year-old female, was so in love with my high school partner and I wanted him to be my first. He apparently had already lost his virginity and then some prior to me. He was 2 years older than me and I was super nervous thinking he was really experienced. When the day comes, we're getting hot and heavy. He puts on the condom. I'm ready.
Yay, safe sex.
And he slides it in.
What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Can you be normal?
He slides it in. And he slides it in between my bum cheeks and the bed. And he thinks it's in and he proceeds to make the motions. And I'm laying here thinking, he can't think this is a real thing, right? There's no way. Do I stop him and tell him that he's not in? Crap. It's been going on for too long. If I stop him now, it could be very embarrassing for him. I'll just let him do his thing, I guess, and never speak a word of this to anyone. He was fucking the bed.
Some of you are so nice. Some of you are so nice.
He finished and seemed very proud of himself. He asked if I was good and I smiled and nodded yes. Lol. It's a lol.
We need to stop lying. You should have said, oh, God, you fucked my mum crack. I can't lie to you. The virginity is very much intact. Hymen's still there.
You know it's not in right. Like, why? You couldn't just say, babe, you know it's not in right. He then told everyone in school that day that he took my virginity and was super proud of it. Why'd you open your wide mouth?
Your mouth shut. Every day talking. Why must everyone in school know?
Why?
Why must everyone? Is this the only thing that makes your self-worth? Like, you have to go and tell the whole world.
Just shut up,
Did you fuck
man.
Beyonce?
We ended up breaking up shortly afterwards. He got suspended from school and joined the military right after, I think. Then I lost my virginity to the guy after him. Him and I are still good friends and he occasionally brings up the fact he took my virginity and I still don't have the heart to tell him that he did it with my butt cheeks in the bed.
Lol. Sorry.
Imagine you're trying to flex.
That actually fucked my butt crack.
Imagine you're trying to flex.
Give me an excuse. Wrong me one day. Wrong me one day. Also, how wet was your butt crack?
Yeah. But no, they said they were hot and sweaty. She did say they were hot and sweaty.
Oh, the butt crack was sweaty then.
And they might have done cunnilingus before, so it might have
dripped down.
Yeah, I mean, just creeped up to the back.
The butt crack. And you came. And that's what I said. I said they could fuck dead squirrels, really. They just need a sign. An opening of some sort.
He must have been a virgin. I think he was lying. He was actually a virgin.
I feel like he was a virgin. Or he hasn't done it much. Because you
would know. Between the bum cheek and the bed. Also, it's like friction, Ben.
I've had...
Because where's the bum cheek situated? So
no, because like sometimes...
Because if it's not in between the... So, all right, he's on top of her. Oh, so he's gone underneath her. Oh, so it is tight because obviously the weight of the bum.
If her legs are back, say on his shoulder, it makes a little... No, actually.
No, I think it had to be missionary.
No, it was missionary, but you can have the legs up on the shoulder, missionary. Because I'm thinking about how he would have kept stroking. Because isn't the butt cheek too far down if you're just lying normally?
Not really, because it's near the vagina. If the vagina's here,
yeah, then you got the
bum cheek is underneath,
the little bone bit. Then you got the butt. Then you got the butt cheeks.
Yeah, but I think because he's close to the bed, he's just gone underneath.
Well, damn.
And I guess it does
feel awkward when it's not in and they start striking. It's like, oh no, that's just my skin.
Yeah, but that's why we have to guide it in.
Yeah.
I ain't doing all that dilly dally.
Is it in? Listen.
Excuse me.
There you go. Thank you, please. Please, before the moment fleets. Because I don't naturally like men. So the fact that we're here, we over and done with before
I time out.
My senses come back.
But yeah, no, don't tell him. He deserves what you get. Let him just run away.
His mouth, choo. You went to go and tell everybody at school. Just opening your wide
and you still
mouth.
want to flex. It's all these years later and you're still like,
I
took your virginity. No,
I'll tell him. I'll actually tell him.
Why?
Why am I not telling you?
What good does it do to tell him now?
Why are you going to beat me?
What good does it do?
The next time you bring it up, I'll be like, you know you didn't actually take my virginity.
Okay, now you've killed the vibe.
Okay, I don't want you anyway.
Fair.
I'm going to tell you. Especially if you're wide mouth to go and tell the whole school.
I don't know why you told the whole school.
Why?
No brought up, so you know class.
It's giving no pussy.
I told you he was a virgin, so he was like, guess what, guys?
I fucked her.
What do you gain? Because apparently he lost his virginity before. But like, if you lost your virginity
then
before, you get girls. Like, what are you doing?
Why are you going to tell the whole world?
It's
annoying.
Just, yeah. And now he's just gassed. Like, that was my first one.
All right. Adult finds
of the week.
My adult find of the week is actually the Danessa Myrick's blurring balm. I got the universal one and I got the one and I got number 9 and oh my God.
I want to use that so bad.
They weren't lying. The makeup stays on, girl. I highly recommend. Foundation doesn't usually suit me. And to be honest, I could look back at this footage and I may look like a ghost. I don't know. But I tried it. I tried number 9 today. I tried universal and number 9 today, which is like the brown one. And it looked like skin. I'm thoroughly impressed. I wore it yesterday as well for our failed episode. And my makeup stayed on. No oiliness, no need to powder. I used the one size setting spray as well. I kid you not, I wiped my hand across my face. No makeup, no transfer. So highly recommend Danessa Myrick's blurring balm if you haven't tried it before. If you're still on the fence about it like I was, especially if you have oily skin, game changer. Absolute game changer.
Oh yeah, that's so bad.
So that's my adult fan of the week. What's yours?
Mine is It's mango season, so the Indian mangoes are out in your local shops, generally markets and stuff. A Kasam mango is sweet, it's fragrant, it's tasty, it's just delightful. For me, that is my taste of summer. So boxes, they're around £10 a box, I think, for like 6. So yeah, that's it. And with that, we've come to the end of the show, guys.
Yes, which means I am about to do what? Beg. Guys, if you enjoyed this episode and you're watching and thinking, how can I reward these girls for bringing the banter this Thursday and making my day? Well, lucky for you, there's a buy me a coffee link in our description box thing. Feel free to click on it and donate as little or as much. Click the link and feel free to donate as little or as much as you like to sponsor our weekly coffee, maybe a studio fee or something. If you are watching on YouTube and you enjoyed this episode, give us a like, comment, let us know what your weird hobbies are. Do you have any weird hobbies? Do you have any hobbies in general? What do you do? What do you want to do? What would you do if you had all the time in the world? What would you do in your spare time? Would you be a nudist like Tia? Would you collect corals like me? Let us know in the comments. If you are watching on YouTube especially, please subscribe. Yes, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We are so close now. We're closer to 1,000 than we are to 0, which wasn't the case a few months ago. So thank you so much. But please subscribe if you're watching this and you enjoyed this show so you can join the family and help us get to 1,000 subscribers so we can collect our 20p from YouTube. Thank you. If you are watching this on Apple and you enjoyed this episode, give us a 5-star rating. Not a 4.8, not a 4.9, but a 5-star rating. Even if you don't think we're 5-star, we'll get there. So help us get there. You can find us on We Just Got Here Pod on Instagram. We Just Got Here Podcast on TikTok and WJGH Podcast on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Steph Chigbeauty. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Tia Honey Roberts and all other socials at MSTIA Roberts. And with that, guys, we'll see you later.
We'll see you on Monday
for our little mini-sode where we get straight into the gist. Anyway, have a great week. We love you.
I hope this one recorded this time. Don't let me get in my car and you call me and tell me that this episode did not record.
No, it's actually recording.
Because I'll lose my mind.
It's actually recording.
I'll lose my mind.
Anyway, guys, love you.
It'll be audio. Bye. That's if this episode comes out. We pray that it was recording. Bye.